Welcome to the second video on BFDI. Now, just a few hours ago, I finished, I didn't finish, but I finished half of BFDI on BFDIA, and I'm on episode 14. And since there was 11, I wanted to go to BFDI 14 just to see who got eliminated, and so we can get into the top 10, where I am assuming the merge is. I'm not sure. But it would be weird if the merge wasn't at the top 10. So, we have our top 10: Bommy, Book, Coiny, Fries, Needy, Nickel, Pencil, Pin, Ruby, and Tennis Ball. All of these guys I really like, except maybe Ruby, maybe Needy. The eliminated contestants are also pretty strong, aside from the first five. The first 5 boots got majorly screwed over by early BFDIA because the quality was not the best. So 4 of these I didn't really care for. Puffball was definitely robbed, and then everybody beyond that are really good. So I'm gonna rank the eliminated contestants and the final 10. I'll start with the eliminated contestants, and I will be making another ranking video after I finish BFDIA. I will only be doing the final 10 again because the eliminated contestants will probably be about the same. Maybe some slight differences if they get maybe like an episode all about the eliminated contestants. Maybe I'll do a video about that, but overall they'll probably be about the same thing. First boot, Donut, C tier. He didn't do anything. I mean, he did have that whole thing with Fries and Golf Ball, I guess, or not golf. Was it Golf Ball? It was something, I think it was, but it was Fries and Golf Ball. I didn't really care for him. He is a okay first boot, but I feel like it should have been Dora. Dora was the second boot, and Dora is in about the same tier. She didn't say anything until like her episode 3, where she was eliminated, and then she got flung. Teardrop didn't say anything, but I think Teardrop is better because she has all of BFDI 1 under her belt. Even though she didn't do anything there, she got a little far. Not gonna lie, she got a little far, but I do like that she got eliminated right off the bat, so we didn't have to deal with her for almost half of BFDI. So yeah, Match, she's in about the same boat as these guys. I think she's the best out of the 4 boots, but she didn't do much. She still had her alliance with Ice Cube and Pencil. I think Book was thrown into the mix. I don't think Ruby was part of it yet. And then Match was eliminated, and then they tried to bring her back. And it did full fiery speaker box for like an episode, and then they kicked her out, and we haven't seen her since. Well, we did see her in a BFDIA 13, but I don't think we will see her until maybe the finale. Next is the most robbed contestant in Puffball. Puffball was robbed. She did not deserve to be 5th boot. I think she should have gone farther. I think sending people like maybe Ice Cube back, maybe. I feel like she should have just made it farther. I really love her voice, and I think she's going to be in future seasons. I don't know if she's in T-Part or BFB, but I hope she is, because I would love to see more of Puffball. Rocky is in C tier as well. At least he's not in D tier. That's something. I don't think any of these people will be in D tier. Everybody's in either C tier or above. I can tolerate Rocky now. He doesn't barf all over the place. I mean, he did once in BFDIA 13, but I am choosing to believe that he won't do that again. I hope he doesn't do that again. And even if he does, he's already eliminated, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't think we will see a lot of Rocky this season. We might have future seasons, but in this season, I don't see us getting a lot of Rocky, which I like. Fiery, still S tier. Fiery is really good. His whole thing of him and Gelatin going to Free Smart just to get the Yoi Light from Ruby was really good, and that's the thing that ultimately screws him over, because if he didn't go to the other team, he probably would have made Merge, or he probably at least would have made Deep. He probably would have made it a lot farther. I mean, he's still a late Merge boot, but I think I'm late pre-Merge boot, but I feel like he could have been maybe where Spongy is, where Ice Cube is. Heck, maybe even the last pre-merge, but like Golf Ball. This is assuming that the final 10 is the merge, which I do believe it is. Next is Yellowface, and Yellowface is another character I really want to see a lot of more of. I think Yellowface isn't better than Fiery, just because Fiery has been consistently good in both seasons. I don't think they'll screw him up. They might. I mean, this is Jackie and Jellyfy we're talking about. I don't think they'll screw up a character that badly. Yellow had this whole thing where he would run a shop and then he would sell stuff. And in episode 6, they had this whole standoff with Free Smart. He gave Bommy and what was it? Needle these little bundles of like scribbles that he called a stake and a katana when they were really just the same thing. That was cool. And also his whole thing with Purple Phase, while it was pretty brief, it was pretty funny, and watching him dissolve in that throw up was pretty fun to watch, because we knew he was gonna get revived one way or another. They always find a way to come back. Gelatin, A tier. I liked him. His little thing with Tennis Ball was cool. His little dynamic with Fiery was also really fun to see. I'm not bummed that he didn't get that far. I feel like he should have gone a little bit sooner. But I'm fine with him being 8th or 9th out. I just feel like he should have gone a little sooner. Speaking of gone sooner, Spongy. I am shocked that Spongy wasn't the first 5 boots. I thought he was gonna be another early boot, just like season 1. I mean, he wasn't really an early boot in season 1 either. I mean, he technically was, but he did get 5th place in BFDI, so I feel like he made it a little far, considering all he did was kill 5 hosts. Or not 5, it was something like that. He killed Flower when she was a host. He killed the little bugs that were hosts. He killed Fire Speaker Box. I mean, he at least did stuff, which is why he's in B tier, but he didn't do enough for him to be 10th boot. I think he should have gone sooner. Ice Cube. I liked Ice Cube this season. She was a lot better than in BFDI, where she just kind of floated and then got eliminated 6th or 5th, or not 5th, 7th or something like that. But I did like her this season. Her whole thing with Book, Ruby, and Pencil was pretty fun. And yeah, I just really liked Golf Ball. Should have made merge. I feel like she got a lot better because her whole her whole dynamic with Tennis Ball was really cool. I really liked her and Tennis Ball together. It was also funny where she was just stuck on a tree for like 2 episodes or 3. 2 or 3, I don't know. And she just got to float, which was pretty funny considering she didn't participate in 2 challenges or 3. Again, I don't know. But her and Tennis Ball are about the same character. Not that they're like carbon copies of each other, but like they're both nerds and they're both fascinated by the Yoilite. And somehow she knows about something acid. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it was in the charades challenge in 10, I think it was, BFDIA 10. And that is the eliminated contestants. Now let's move on to our final 10. Now, I think everybody in this final 10 is in B tier or over. Bommy is my new favorite contestant. I love Bommy. He is really funny. He's also popular, so he gets to stay safe. Or he almost got eliminated in 14, but good thing Golf Ball was there. I just really like Bommy. Here's hoping he doesn't get merge boot. I don't think he will. I hope he doesn't, but he might. Book, it's cool. I like Book. She didn't do all that much, but her whole thing with Pencil and Ruby was pretty cool. I liked her. Coiny is a lot better than in season 1. I think he's an S tier character. I really like Coiny. His whole thing with Bommy and Yellowface and Spongy and everybody on Woe Bunch was pretty cool. I liked him. Fries, S tier. Now, if I was watching this after BFDIA 6, he would probably be like down here. But I've grown to appreciate Fries. In the beginning, he was sort of annoying. I was hoping he would be the first boot. And I'm honestly glad he wasn't, because he had to glow up. His whole rivalry with, dang it, who did he have a rivalry with? It was somebody, I forgot. I need to rewatch it. but he had a rivalry with somebody. I don't remember who. I think it might have been with Golf Ball and Tennis Ball. With those two where they tried to kill him. Yeah, it was. It was with Golf Ball and Tennis Ball where they tried to kill him in that bug challenge for whatever reason. I think it was because he betrayed them or something like that. It was really funny to see. I really liked their whole dynamic because they were those three plus who was it? There's a third one. I forgot. I mean, there was a fourth one. Dang it, I forgot. I really forgot. It was you three plus someone else. I forgot who the fourth one was, but it was those three plus someone else, and they were kind of floating through the challenges, but they were one of the better teams because I mean actually all three teams, Wool Bunch, Free Smart, and No Name were all pretty good teams. I liked how Fries went solo for like 2 rounds. And he got ganged up by the other 10 because he was on a team by himself. That was pretty funny. But yeah, I really like Fries, and I'm glad he's in the top 10. Final 10, Needle. I think she is A tier. I don't think she's quite up. Actually, I'm gonna put all these guys above the pre-mergers because they're better. Fries is right here. Corny is probably below Fiery right there. But yeah, Needy has become more than just her slapping people for them calling her needy. I think she's gotten better. Her whole alliance with Pencil and Ruby and Book was pretty cool. And then her portraying Woe Bunch for the sake of being in the alliance, even though alliances don't really matter in this game, where she wanted to sacrifice something like that, and Pencil still treats her like dirt. More on Pencil later. Nickel in this season looks and sounds exactly like Nickel from II. I think he's the same voice actor, and they definitely intentionally designed him to look like Nickel from II. He doesn't have the same personality as Nickel, as he's a lot more tame now. I think he's a good character. He does have a dynamic with Corny, I believe, since they're both money. I still like Corny more, but I do really like Nickel. Pencil, I really love that she's in the final 10 because I really want to see more of her. She's basically the leader of the Free Smart Alliance, and I think she's easily the best member of the Free Smart Alliance. She is a lot more brutal now, and she is the best member of the Alliance, as I said. I don't really like the whole Ruby Torment thing. We'll get to Ruby later. But first, we got to talk about Pin. And Pin has gone through a lot over the past 6 episodes, or 8, because I'm on 14 now. Over the past 8 episodes. First, she lost her arms in like BFDI 5 or 6. I think it was 6. Or no, it was 5. It was 4 or 5. I don't know. I think Bommy made her lose her leg or her limbs, and then she was just rolling around the whole time, which was really funny. And then Ice Cube made her lose her face, and then she was just like boxed from II 3 for like 4 episodes. And Corny tried to bring her back, and also that little underground lava thing was so cursed, like where they go when they die. That's so cursed. It's super funny though. I really like it. And then she got shrunk by, I think, was it Bommy again? I think it was Bommy, but she got shrunk. So now she's tiny now. And Corny was the only person that was really defending her when everybody else was laughing at her for being basically non-existent. And then in episode 14, she gained her face. She still lost her limbs, but she has a mech suit now. And I think that was a very good change. I think that she looks a lot cooler now. She can now talk. She did miss a huge chunk of the season, but I think that was building up to her eventually getting revived and her being herself again. Of course, she still doesn't have her limbs, but I think this is a good payoff because we do have people like Golf Ball. Yellowface doesn't have any limbs. He doesn't have arms. You don't have arms. Spongy doesn't have arms. Puffball doesn't have any limbs, but, she can float. Rocky doesn't have arms, so this is a lot less convenient. Ruby, A tier. She's cool. I like Ruby. Her whole thing with the alliance with Pencil and Needle, or not Needle just yet, but with Needle and Ice Cube and those guys, I liked that. Her whole thing with the other Rubies in BFDI 12 was really cool to see. where they were jealous of her because they got rejected from BFDI and she was able to go to BFDIA. She was able to compete in there. And finally, my GOAT, Tennis Ball. He has went so high from BFDIA, BFDI 1. In BFDI, he was probably like around here. Now he's all the way up here. He just got that good. I think his dynamics have improved. His personality has improved. They focused on his nerdy personality because in season 1, I could not detect the nerd personality in him. Golf ball, yes. Tennis ball, absolutely not. I'm putting him right here. I'm putting pin here. But yeah, tennis ball has become insanely good. His thing with golf ball was really good. I like how they're both nerds and they both tried to get the Yoy light, which Ruby had. Their little thing with Fries was also pretty cool or funny, where they tried to destroy him because of something he did. I forgot. I'm gonna need to rewatch that portion of the season, but I really like tennis ball, and that was my tier list for BFDIA 1 through 14. 15 through 23 will probably come out later on today, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know, but hopefully today. So see you guys later.